All right, I am for retro's sake. We're about to get started here. Let me just make sure all the sound is on for all of your viewing pleasure. And we will get started here very shortly. Here in Archvale, game's getting really hard. All I care, I don't lose my head while I'm playing this game. Yeah. All right. I think we are all ready to roll. How are you all doing today? I feel like I'm keeping a cool head. I feel like I'm doing okay. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for joining for retro's sake. Let's see where we can get today. I don't know where I left myself off at. And I don't know if I need to. Yeah, it looks like I need to go cash in some money. If you stop by the stream, please don't be afraid to leave a comment down below so you can see your name on screen. Help for retro's sake out. Let them know what it sounds like. Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Or is it just right? Looks like I've gained 1,400 gold coins since the last time playing. And boy, I'm just excited to cash in some more money here and see what I can do with my special weapons. I have a demonic blade now, which is awesome as can be. I mean, if you're into demonic blades and all. Let's see. Rift code 3, so it's probably that one that I can actually do something with. Yeah, let's upgrade. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to use that Rift Codex. in the area that we're about to go to. I appreciate you all watching my videos here on For Retro's Sake. If you would be so kind, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you're not, what are you waiting for? Don't you know the perks that you get for subscribing? You get alerted anytime that I start. Aren't those just amazing perks in their own? I mean, I couldn't imagine any other better perk that you can get from a streamer than but to be let known that they're actually streaming. I mean, sounds awesome to me. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and clear some of this area over here that I didn't finish yet, before we go into anything too difficult. Ooh. I thought I was clearing that, but it said nope. We're gonna hit you. I'm gonna go ahead and gulp down my gin juice. Interesting. Oh, I definitely thought I cleared that. I mean, I don't have too much more to lose, so I'm definitely hoping I don't lose my head over this game. I'm about out of everything else. What am I gonna do? What did I even pick up there? I didn't even see it. Death cap ring? What do I got right now? Magic damage. Yeah, I don't see what is that? Trench geyser? Did I just pick that up? Is that what I actually got and I just didn't see it? Whoa, yeah, that's cool, but not as cool as my weapon I got right now. Hey, there's another defense point. That's what we're talking about. If you're new to Archvale, you need to check out my other 7 streams of Archvale. This has been a fun game. I've really been enjoying myself. But if you are not in to getting shot at a lot by multiple enemies at all times, this is not the game for you. Because that's pretty much all that happens here in Archvale. Everybody be shooting at you all day long. And you're always got your head on a swivel. Get it? Head on a swivel. Yeah, I got jokes. Alright, so we did clear all of that area. No need to have to go back through any of the rest of that. I would say that we should go ahead, finish out this area up here. Dun-dun. Oh, I thought that was a... I knew the map said that you couldn't go up there, but I definitely was thinking that I could for some reason. Alright, let's go over here and get rid of this thing. Because this thing's... Oh no, oh no. I need to clear, I need to clear. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. Get back up here. Get rid of this guy. That obviously hates us. Hopefully going up here is worthwhile, you know, just clearing this area. Everything's worthwhile, so you get an idea of what everything is in Archvale. Let's make sure that we are working properly. We are, okay. Just had to make sure that volume and everything else was all on. Oh, I thought it was a good idea to go that way first, but I don't know now. They got me questioning my choices. Oh no! I'm a dead man walking. I mean, really, I'm just a head of floating, but either way, I'm dead. Okay, let's go into this with some more heartfelt battle ready. Man, just getting blasted. Ooh. Wait, what hit me? I would like to know what it was that hit me there. Like, I didn't see any weapon come at me. I didn't see nothing happen. I think I'll wait over here a second, maybe? Maybe? Oh no! Why am I not shooting? I mean, there's no point in this game to play if you're not gonna constantly fire. Like, you gotta constantly fire. Let's go ahead and see what weapons I'm using. Make sure that I am using the most advantageous of them all. And it does look like that Rift Codex is pretty good. I just don't know if I want to have a burn as much as I would like to have a slow. So let's go ahead and try that Brink Reef Codex and see how it does walking out here. Oh, I just blame myself for that. Oh, yeah, I'm still blaming myself for most of this. Like, I'm just not dodging well enough. Alright, let's go get rid of this guy. There you go. Oh, he did let off his little minions first, though. Pretty sure that guy was gonna blow up still. Look at that. I got one heart left. I really don't think that that was the correct choice. Like, I think I need to go back to the Rift Codex. You know what really sucks whenever, like, you have no arms and stuff? Like, you just a floating head? Man, you can't rub your nose whenever your nose itches. Like, my nose really, really itches right now, and I can't do anything about that. Ain't that some crap? Alright, alright, alright. We did a lot better that round. A lot better. What's up, JG Winnow? How you doing, buddy? I'm just hanging out here, you know. Being a floating head for the most part. Trying to get somewhere a little further in this game again. Oh, yeah, I didn't have too many options there. But we're getting a little somewhere. Thank you for stopping by, man. Right now, I'm just trying to clear some of the area to get as much coinage as I can. How does it sound for you on your end? Is the volume of the game up enough? And am I overbearingly loud? Because I noticed after streaming Guy with Two Names and Rydrake at the same time that I might have been just a little bit too loud for that stream. But I get excited and my voice gets a little louder. And I don't mean to. I'm just excited. Oh, that area wasn't that bad at all compared to the last. Sounds amazing. Awesome. Man. I don't know what sounds amazing, but to hear that it sounds amazing, that sounds amazing. That, I can listen to that all day. Alright. Yeah. Getting you guys one by one there. There you go, little fellers, you're all done. Now, I just went all the way up into this area for, you know, pretty much nil. Not really much of a reason, but when I play games, I want to see everything that I can. There are games out there, like the very first Zelda, and I mean Zelda 2. There's a couple of games for the NES that... Mighty Bomb Jack, for example. Like, I had no idea that there was so much depth to it. There was so much more going on in the game that I was missing out on. And man, that stuff drives me insane. Like, I want to know what all's going on in the game, so... if that means I gotta do quite a bit of traveling around to see what all of the game entails, then I'll do that. It doesn't make for the most interesting of streams, though. I could understand that, because say you're just there to have some fun and watch somebody play. I don't know how much fun it is to sit and watch somebody just non-stop work a map. Like, literally work a map. The first Zelda was interesting to play as a kid. Simply open field, and there you go. My friend and I used to use the map to mark bombable walls. Actually, that is really smart, and that's how I remember ever being able to beat those style of games. Like, to get through that style of game, you had to be the type of person that was willing to work a map. And I mean, that's all you really had, though, too. Like, what else were you going to do? Like, it's not like you could just pull up the internet, you know, and Google it. Couldn't just YouTube, oh, how do you beat Zelda? Like, that just wasn't a possibility of ours. I don't know why some of my bombs are blue and some of my bombs are gold. I have no personal preference, but gold seems like it would be just a little bit stronger. I don't know. And I don't know if it truly is. So right now we're going to work down to that bottom square that I'm missing. Just because. I mean, I might die a couple of times trying to get through the area. Just because none of this is easy. I mean, there's almost no part that is just like simple, straightforward. Go this way and you'll be okay. Especially when you got enemies. Oh, man. Yeah, I need some health. And I really just need to get up to this wizard and knock him out. Like, look at all the weaponry that comes at you even though you've cleared the stage. Like, you're still about to get blasted. And right now, this Rift Codex that I'm using at level 4 is almost maxed out on its upgrade ability. I've completed this one. I'm pretty sure that I've beat all of the moon stages that I know of, but that doesn't mean that I just haven't seen another one yet. Maybe I got... Wait. Oh, it's down here. Alright. There was no internet to look that stuff back in the early 90s. JG Winnell says, that's something to admit. Gaming was harder before 2000, as the internet and guides just weren't really a thing to help you. You had to get good, more or less. Though it certainly meant talking to people, making friends in real life to figure out stuff. Amen to all that, man, because like, I can tell you plenty of times, I'd be talking to one of my buddies at school about playing this particular game or that particular game. It was typically Mega Man. I didn't own Mega Man, but my one friend did, and he let me borrow it from him because he was awesome. And that was what happened with me with Mega Man a lot. Like, I'd be, oh, I did this whenever I was playing it, or I didn't realize that I had to go to this guy and beat this stage first before I could go on to that stage. And that was a lot of fun because there was a lot of times where you'd be like, oh yeah, right, prove it, because you didn't beat that part. I can never beat that part. And then you'd go over to their house and actually watch them play the game. And that was a lot of fun. Like, nowadays, you can just pull up the internet and see somebody else do it, i.e. me right now playing this game, and just, oh yeah, that's how you do it. I mean, I will give credit though to any gamer. Just watching someone do it doesn't mean that you're like super cheating. Now, if you're trying to get through an area that's like a mystery and you use that, then yeah, that's kind of cheating. But if you're just watching them to have a general idea of how they attacked an area, there's no watching me play this game and then you only beat it because you watched me play this. That's crap, because this game is just hard. So watching it might have given you a tip on what to do, but at no point did I beat the game for you. Like, you still had to go in and manhandle all these enemies, or woman handle all of these enemies. Gaming magazines were always a great time of each month. GamePro, Game Informer, and Nintendo Power to get the latest news and talk about it at school. It's a lost thing for kids today. Yeah, man, they're like, did you catch that video? I mean, that's pretty much, that's all that they're gonna say too. Like, what else would they say? It's not like they're gonna be like, oh yeah, did you go pick up that recent magazine? Like, you'd probably be like, what the heck is a magazine? Oh, I thought I could miss all of them by standing there. Wait, where is this guy? Oh, there he is. Pretty much just leave these guys to their business. Except for that one. He's just hanging out down there by himself. But not to say that gaming isn't still hard, because obviously this game is very new. And like I said, it's not like I can just look up, watch somebody playing it, and all of a sudden I can beat the game. It will give me a general idea where to go and things like that, but for the most part, I still have to beat the game. Like, I still have to do it. And like I said before, we're just still trying to clear some of the area, trying to be smart, conserve our money, unlike DSP. Even though every time we go, we see DSP. Hi, douche side piggy. Would you like all of my cash? You would. Well, am I surprised? No. Friggin' pig. Always stealing my cash. But it's a really good idea if I can say anything that I believe is a major one tip in this game. Major one tip, make sure... I wish I had hands so I could salute. Major one tip. make sure that you go back and drop your money off at DSP. If you don't, how's he going to stay home and feed his cat and horse? Don't you care about his cat and horse? Don't you have a soul? Please help him feed his cat and horse. Without you, none of his gaming is possible. That's just a little tip from the head today. Did you hear his bit about the plumbing stuff? Going back to the well to use plumbing and issues again? Exactly. 1 year later. You know what I found very interesting about that part? And I'm going to try to just chit-chat before actually getting into this game, because some of that is difficult to talk about while playing this game. But when he chose to bring up the dishwasher, I was telling my wife this today. I said, okay, I've been a maintenance guy for some time myself, okay? And I personally, see, I died very fast there, but it's okay. We just saved. And I lost no gold because I gave all of my money to DSP. Being in maintenance, one of the things that makes you kind of scratch your head is whenever somebody says that they noticed a problem and they did nothing about it. Or they did something about it, they just chose to do nothing more about it. And what I'm getting at with that is, like, say you notice you have a leak under your sink. And you say, well, I noticed that it was leaking and I put a bucket under there. And you're like, oh, well, that's good. And then whenever you get there to look at the leak, you notice that the bucket is overflowing and it's been pouring into the back of the rest of the sink still. And in maintenance, you kind of scratch your head and you're like, well, wouldn't you empty the bucket at some time? Like, and seriously, what some people will tell you is, well, where was I going to pour it? The sink's already leaking. My floating head wants to be like, how about down a toilet? Or how about outside? How about anywhere but the actual sink that's leaking? Like, so whenever Douche Side Piggy told the world that his dishwasher was leaking and or just having a problem, that's normal. There's nothing like, oh, you're a bad person and you don't take care of your house very well or something to be said about that. Like, there's no real individual in the real world that deals with real problems is gonna think, oh my gosh, you must not maintain your house or something. What's wrong with you? You're a bad person. But when you tell the world that your answer to fixing the problem was to air dry it, but you didn't take the dishwasher out because you have no room. There's no room to take it out. That's not air drying. Nope. That's not air drying. That's called letting it soak in. Let's just say, for example, I was to wash one of my dishes in the sink, like a man can do. And I put water in the bowl. And 4 days later, the wooden bowl is swelled up, but no water's in it. Did I let it air dry? Or did I let it soak into the wood? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this one out. Like, you're a friggin' moron. You're a moron beyond morons. And then, whenever he went on to say that the issue that he had from last year caused the tile to swell up in front of his leaking shower, and his answer to that was to just shut off the water and to leave it be. Is he air drying it again? Is that what he's doing? I mean, he literally said that there's a bathroom that is useful for him to brush his teeth, and that's it. Show of hands besides the head, because I got no hands. Show of hands, how many people think that he's brushing his teeth? I mean, we seen the dude chew. How many of you people think that he's brushing his teeth, really? So really, that bathroom is just not really being used. Is that a fair statement to say? I mean, let's just get down to brass tacks here. Oh wait, you don't pay taxes. That's right, I forgot. Like, you're a moron. You're a moron's moron. You might be the jester of the court. Seriously. Like, you might be one of the dumbest individuals I've ever known in my whole entire life. Like, you thought turning off the water, and I actually would like to state this, being in maintenance as I have, now I understand everybody's living situation is different, but typically, just saying typically, you do have a water shut off for like your shower and or bath. But, oh, I'm about to die. But, not everybody does. Typically, the water is able to be shut off to an area, a locale, not so much individually. Now, a lot of times in a bathroom setting, you will be able to shut off shower, sink, so on. Like, yes, you will be able to, but that's not always typical. So I really believe that that bathroom is just it's got caution tape on the outside of it, and you can't use it. Like, you just can't use it. JG Winnell says, I mean, when I had plumbing issues, I had to cut off the water for a bit, but I called a plumber to replace some pipe. When he said last year that the plumber was going to cost $1,000 to fix a leaking valve, I already knew one of two things to be true. One, he was a liar about the situation, about the real problems, about what was really going on. Or two, he had created a bigger problem, even trying to do the minimalist by putting a monkey wrench on it or something, and he made it worse. And I don't really know which one's true. Like, I don't really know which one's more true. I know they're both very possibly true. I just don't know which one's more true. Because I doubt, like, I doubt that the little piggy that could has a toolbox or even tools. I mean, he doesn't remind me of the type of individual that even has tools. But I try to remind myself that it's the internet, and I don't really know him, you know? Like, I don't know him. I know what he tells us. And that's about all that I know. Like, and that leaves a lot to be open for debate. Like, a lot. Because what he tells you is typically lies. And we've proven that over and over again just by watching. I mean, you watch for 10 minutes and you'll be like, huh, that's weird. Didn't you actually say that the accountant that you used, that you blamed, that screwed up everything, was a family accountant? And then a couple of months go by and now you're telling everybody on the internet that the accountant was found on the internet. So, which one was it? Did you find him on the internet, or is he a family friend? Because This was a Connecticut story. And, I mean, he specifically said that it was a family-known accountant. Like, his family knew this accountant. And that's why he used him. But then the other day, he told everybody on the internet that he found him online. Like, he Googled accountant and used a Google accountant. So, which one is it? It can't be both. It just can't. Not whenever you subjectify yourself to say it was a family accountant, and then in the next breath, you're like, well, I mean, I kind of found him on the internet. Wait, like, so your family found him on the internet? Like, I guess I'll believe that part then. Like, your family found him on the internet, and that's just how you came about to know him. Then that kind of makes sense. But it really wouldn't make a lot of sense given that we kind of know the relationship that you have with your family. I mean, you could really care less about Dave or Linda at all, right? So why would we believe... I just keep getting blasted. Why would we believe that this accountant was family? Like, what's up, guy with two names? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, the story changes. And it's just kind of interesting that whenever he said that he left the shower the way it was and that now the tiles are all built up in front of the shower, I thought, dude, this goes back to like whenever I was a kid and I was working on my first car. And my dad went to school for maintenance mechanic, you know, like in high school, whenever you can go to like a trade school, so to say. You can learn different trades and stuff. My dad in high school went to a trade school for auto mechanic. So whenever I was a kid, my first car had to be worked on. And my dad was very helpful, but he was also the same type of dad that said, I'm not doing it all for you. Like, you're going to learn how to do it. Like, I'm not going to sit out here and sweat and die while I work all day long and then you just watch me work on it. Like, you're going to learn how to do it, boy. And I'm glad that he did. I mean, at the time, no, I didn't like that. Like, I just wanted him to fix my problem, you know, and let me move on to dating some girl or going to catch up with some friends or something. Like, I didn't want to have to work on my car. But now that I'm grown up, I'm a big boy now. I'm a big head now. I really appreciate that he kind of pushed that on me, because now I don't call my dad for every last little thing that I need. Like, I ain't like, Dad, the drain's plugged up again at the house. Like, no, I fix the drain when the drain's clogged. And I realize that I can tear it apart with almost no tools. Typically, depending on if it's a copper pipe or a PVC pipe. But as a mechanic, if you were to say, well, I noticed that it was squealing every time I took a turn, but ain't no big deal. I just kept going on. And then one day, you going down the road and your power steering stops working and your serpentine belt's broke. And you're like, I don't know, it just kind of happened out of nowhere. Like, gave me no warning or nothing. Like, it's insane how that happens with cars, right? You know, people that work on that stuff are like, no, man, remember that sound that you said that you heard? Like, that was it begging for you to take care of it. Like, you had the opportunity. You just chose to ignore the sound. Like, and we're all allowed to do what we want as people, you know? Like, we ain't gotta fix the problem. Right now, I'm trying to die at the very end. I thought I had another flask to rebuild my health. So, for him to be like, well, it was leaking, and his way of fixing it was to turn the water off, shut the door, and call it a day, dude, my maintenance brain fries, because I'm like, so you didn't get a dehumidifier? You didn't put a fan in there? You didn't do anything beyond turn off the water and call it a day? Like, that's it? I'm kind of frustrated right now. I'm about to go into this next area and I'm about to die, no matter what. Like if I live through this, something had my back. Because I got, like, no health. And I'm trying to, like... I cleared the area. Oh, what a big boy I am. It still don't mean crap because I got another area I gotta go through. So I just gotta keep clearing these areas with no health upgrade. Like, gotta be kidding me. If I go up, that's almost guaranteed just death area. For Retro's head, man. I know. It's getting spooky. I told you. I hope I don't lose my head in this game because if so, I'm pretty sure the stream's over. Like, what am I gonna do? JG Wendell says that he has to appreciate parents like that. Absolutely, man. I totally love my parents. They're awesome parents. They were great to me. I wish that I had better ways of being able to show them how great they were to me, because sometimes just being a father, seeing your kid being able to do those things for themselves, now that I'm a dad, seeing a child be able to do that stuff for themselves as they grow up is really all the things that you need. My parents might want more things. I don't know that. And I hope that I'm able to give that to them. But at the end of the day, just seeing your child be able to take care of themselves has to mean the world to a parent, because DSP is literally a sad sack. And I'm sure that they go to bed every night wondering if he's going to die from black mold poisoning, alcohol poisoning, gout. What's a disease that a horse has? Because I'm sure DSP has it, being married to a horse. JG Wendell says he didn't change the oil in a car. I guess I forgot that, didn't remember that, didn't know that. Wow, that's stupid. Like, that's stupid. And is he really gonna be like, well, no one ever told me? Well, this might be one time where I'm like, dude, your dad, society, not just your dad, but society failed you. Because how do you not know to change oil in a car? Like, what do you think it runs on, man? Like hopes and dreams? You can hope in one hand and crap in the other. See which one fills up first. Probably like his absolutely important medical appointment, which I think was nothing more than a physical, since he's talking blood work, etc. Probably just ignoring medical issues until he gets terrible news. I believe that. I mean, look at the guy. Me and him are the same age. We're the same age. And if I look worse than what I feel like, y'all can say so. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings at all. Like, but I feel like I'm in like 1,000 times better shape than that dude is. Like, I can't believe I lasted that long, to be honest with you. Like, so I lost 415 gold. This is the time where I say, make sure that you do your due diligence. Go back to DSP, give him all of your gold coins. He deserves it. He worked hard all day working at video games. You can't call it playing video games because it's work. So he was working all day at video games. He deserves your money. Go pay up, dummy. I could only imagine, like, someone tells me that there's, like, something really wrong with me. Like, you know, I got gout or something. And my idea of being able to fix it is to ignore it. Like, just do nothing about it. Like, and I'm not, like, some big, oh, you need to take some medicine and stuff. Because I'm just not. Like, that's not who I am at all. I take currently no prescription medication, nothing. Like, but like if someone told me you've got this serious disease and you need to take this to maintain it, then by golly, I'm gonna do what I can for my children, for my wife, to try to, you know, take care of it, take care of business, because I would assume that I'm an important figure in their lives. Like, I need to be around. And given that DSP is literally supporting the horse and the cat, they need him around. I mean, how are they gonna get their kibbles and bits and their hay? That stuff don't come free. You gotta pay the farmer. I mean, room and board for that horse has to be through the roof. He might be thinnish looking, but he looks sickly, as if something is wrong. Like, I don't know how to pronounce that. Cirrhosis? Oh, cirrhosis. My bad. I have a coworker that has several kids and a wife, and he has medical issues. He wants to be there for his children and does what he needs to. Yeah, man. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, when my time comes, I'm ready to go. Like, I ain't got no worries about that at all. I ain't not afraid to die. But I'm not gonna just, like, go jump in the early deathbed because I hate my life so much. Because that's what it really comes down to for him. He says this pretend fake this bullcrap of he loves his life so much, but he don't love his life. Right now, what he truly loves is Jin. WWE Champions time. And there is a little bit of me that believes he likes being able to tell those people that were part of his life in the past, haha, I stay home and play video games all day while you work a 9-to-5 job. All the while, those people that are working those 9-to-5s, those 11-to-3s, those 7-to-3s, whatever shift you work, are probably 1,000 times happier than he is in his life, simply based on the fact that he doesn't have family. He doesn't spend time with family. He don't see his real family. He's got some girl that he shipped across the country that was already seeing another man at the time, by the way, and tries to call it some kind of love. Like, he loves himself so much that there's just no chance that he knows how to love anything else. I prefer more stable income than hoping to God people send me money my way. I just can't believe he loves his life at all. I agree with that. And I feel like he's like, and no hate to anybody that enjoys the lottery or anything, but you know, as a kid, I had a grandmother that really, really, really loved her lottery. I mean, she loved her lottery so much that she never ever had money. I mean, she would win. She's one of the only people that I've ever known in my life that won, like, oh, I'm a doofus, won like $5,000 on a scratch-off ticket. I've never known anybody like that. And I'd have to ask my mom to be 100%, but I think she won $10,000 on a lottery ticket one time. He's the type of person that is okay with that lottery mindset of the money may not be here today and it may not be here tomorrow, but there's a good chance that I'm gonna win big the next time and someone will come in and save the day. And I just never want to be at the mercy of other people, like on my my ability to survive and to be in the world. I don't want that to be it. And he seems to think that it's pretty stellar. I mean, he seems to enjoy it quite well. Dude, I hate the arrows more than anything. Those archers, they seem to get me, and they're slow, and they're linear. Sort of. I mean, they usually spread out in the variations of 3 to 5, but for some reason, the archers get me more than anything. But nowadays, it's really hard for me to get too upset about anything because, I mean, all I got left is my head, and if I lose my head, what am I then? Thank God I found a save spot. A mere human in the molten rift. What business do you have here? Beneath this palace lies a being with immense power. They have lived many hundreds of years and cannot seem to die. Arrogant champion... We know somebody that just can't seem to die. Arrogant champions of the arena are drawn to the chamber. So, 4th place champions at Evo, does that apply? Hoping they shall be the first to slay the being below. None have ever returned. You wish to enter the chamber? Ha! You foolish puny child. You've not even bested the arena. What hope do you have of slaying the beast below? Oh, that's nice to know. So he's telling me I've got to go back to this arena. And look at all this area that I still got to complete here. If I want to feel like I actually did my due diligence and beat the game. So we'll go clear some of this area here. The basics of DSP's relationship and marriage of a woman that cheated on another man. If she cheated on one guy, what stops her from cheating on him? Weird. That's some words of wisdom, seriously, because when it comes down to it, everybody deserves forgiveness. So I could understand somebody being like, I'm gonna trust you until you prove otherwise to not trust you. But like J.G. Winnell said, if she was willing to cheat on one man to get with a man, what really truly keeps her from cheating on him? And I'm sure somewhere someone can be like, yeah, she is a cheater. But then at the same time, I still have a hard time believing that the woman has a real job and isn't on the corner. Like, I ain't trying to be like, I know anything or that's the truth or anything like that, but I just have a hard time believing that she isn't doing that because, I mean, the work hours seem to be really weird. Not to say nobody can have no weird work hours, but like whenever you say the word like you're in retail, that's just not something I say. Even whenever I sold Harleys for a living, I didn't say I was in retail. Like, I sold Harleys. That's what I did. Like, to say anything less was kind of like I was ashamed of it or something. Like, I didn't want people to know what I really did, you know? Like, and I've had some jobs that I didn't want someone to know what I did, you know? Like, whenever I was going through police academy, I didn't want anyone to know that I was working at Walmart. But that was just me being pitiful, really, if we're being real. Like, I felt ashamed that I had to work at Walmart, but guess what Walmart did for me, man? Walmart gave me a flexible schedule so I was able to go through police academy. Like, why wouldn't I be grateful to them? But I was also young and naive. I was in my 20s. I was early 20s. But I just still didn't really have a grip on things. I didn't have a better understanding of there's no shame in making money. Like, what can be shameful is to have to beg people for money. Like, that can be shameful. People can see that as shameful. And I think we all know why, too. Like, why are you begging people for money? Like, get a job. Oh, man, I beat that, but I just about got shot again. You can only take so many shots in this level. But while I was working at Walmart, I worked in their cash office, man. Like, I was probably the most trustworthy person in the whole entire place. I counted registers, I counted cash, I counted coupons, WIC, all that stuff. Like, I had to do a pretty high importance job. But whenever I got the job, I was just kind of like, I don't know, embarrassed because I had to work at Walmart. And I didn't want people to know that. But I bet you I was probably 2 weeks into police academy and it came up. What do you do for work whenever you're not here? And I told him I worked at Walmart in the cash office. And the one guy there was like, dude, that's a hard job sometimes. Like, props to you for being able to put up with Walmart as a profession. And I'm like, I didn't really see it as a profession. Like, don't give me too much credit here. Like, I work in an office all by myself and pretty much nobody sees me or even knows that I exist because you don't want people to know where the cash office is. You don't want people to know where the money is. So you barely even know that person exists there. And after hearing a couple of different jobs that people did and stuff while they were in academy, I was like, there really isn't anything that is shameful. It's how you feel about what you're doing. Like, if you feel shame or guilt in the profession of what you chose to do, then yeah, you're gonna have some guilt. It's gonna show, it's gonna wear on your body, it's gonna be noticeable. Look at him. You know he's full of shame and guilt because he's begging people nonstop. And that's what he does for a profession. Like, he's a beggar. And when's the last time you saw a beggar that looked like they were in tip-top shape, excellent health? Like, it just doesn't really happen. Not saying that there aren't some people out there, and I'm also not saying that someone that has to beg is a bad person, because there are some people out there that have just come across some hard times, and we all need that helping hand every once in a while. Today, no way am I trying to pat myself on the back. I'm just giving an example. I had to go to the gas station and fill up my wife's vehicle for her to go to work. And while I was at the gas station, I was walking in and I noticed that there was $1 laying in front of the doorway area there before you walk in. I picked up the $1. I walked in and I told the dude running the register, I was like, hey man, someone laid that down out there, dropped it. I don't know if it's a joke. I don't know if it's somebody's for real. I go, but the last person that I saw walk out was a kid. Middle-aged kid. I'd say like probably 12, 13. I said, so it might be his. And when you're 12 and 13 years old, man, $1 is $20. I don't care what inflation's going on. Like, $1's $1 to a 12-year-old. And they were like, oh, okay. And took the $1. And as I was walking out of the store, I thought, man, shouldn't I just go tell that kid? Like, just in case. Because those guys at the gas station aren't worried about tracking somebody down for $1. They're not going to be like, Mister, I think you lost $1. Like, they're probably just throwing that $1 in the take a penny, leave a penny jar, you know? Because nowadays with inflation, it's take $1, leave $1. So as I was walking back to the vehicle, his mom or a lady was walking towards the entrance to go pay. And I stopped her and I was like, "Did your kid lose $1?" And she used sign language and told me she didn't understand what I said. Like, and there was kind of like this, like, I don't know, surrealness to it, to me at that moment. Because I was like, I don't know what their situation is or anything. And they might really need that $1. Like, at first I was just like, it's just $1, who cares? And then a part of me said, make sure that I let the register know that somebody dropped it outside. And then another part of me compelled me to stop the lady and tell her. And then when she signed to me that she didn't understand what I said, I rubbed my index finger, my middle finger, and my thumb together into like a money symbol for what I could assume, because I don't speak sign language, man. I wish I did, especially in that situation, because I feel terrible for anybody that has any kind of disability like that and has to struggle through life trying to meet up to society standards. Like, cavemen didn't talk, you know, so it's not like we're any better than anybody else. So I kind of did like a little money symbol. This was when I had hands and I wasn't just a floating head also. And I mouthed to her really slowly, because I've grown to understand, having an uncle that was very deaf, that as long as they can see your lips move, a lot of times they can understand what you're trying to say. And I said, "Did your son lose $1?" And she was like, "Yes." And her eyes got big. And I was like, "I gave it to the cashier." And I walked out to the car hoping that maybe it wasn't a hereditary thing and that he was deaf as well. But I walked up to him and I waved and I did like the money symbol again to him and said that it was in the gas station. And man, he seemed very thankful. He might have been only 10 years old too. Like, my first guess was 12, 13. But whenever I walked up to the car, he might only been 10 years old. And I'm telling you right now, having a young child like that, $1's $1. Like, they want that $1. Like, they want that $1 back. And I just thought, as I was like going through this happening, was there a time in my life where I would have just picked that $1 up, you know, and just kept it to myself and not worried about anybody else having it? And instantly my brain went to this mindset of, I know somebody that would. Like, I know somebody that not only would pocket that $1, but they would literally get on stream and talk badly about the family that lost the $1, because how stupid are they to just let $1 fall out of their pocket? They must be having a mental illness or something. And that's how he talks to people. Like, he likes to downplay everybody and make everyone feel dumber than him, when we all know the real truth. He's not a very bright individual. That's all there is to it. He's not a bright or a nice person at all. I was kind of hoping to be able to run through all this and not see any more enemies. And then the very first room that I get up here to, I have to fight enemies. Rude. But I was happy to be able to make sure that the kid got his $1 back. It didn't do anything else for me, you know? Like, it's not like I feel like I saved the world or something, but a kid's happy to have his $1 back. I know that. Like, oh man, I was kissing that blue flame there. Like, I was trying to be friends with it in an unfriendly way, if you know what I mean. All right, let's save here, and I want to look at what JG Winnell has to say. That's not a strong foundation of a marriage. Sometimes retail can provide what you need to achieve other things. I know someone going to college and working at Target, and it's been flexible for him to take classes and all that. And I think that's awesome and good for him to be able to go to college and to work at the same time while doing that. Kudos to him, big ups, because that's difficult in its own, and not a lot of people can say that they've done that. Shreds of dignity are gone from him, DSP. He just refuses to get a job. Money to a kid that doesn't work is something. That's for real. Like, that's 100% true, because that's the thing that we can easily forget here. I can forget here is that whenever you don't have a job, man, I love it whenever it does this to me. Look at this. I'm going to try to play some music with my nose. There we go. I got to start this all over again. If I got any complaint about this game, bro, this has happened almost every single stream. Like, ain't no good reason for it either. Like, ain't no reason that it needs to do that to me. But thank you, JG Winnell, for sticking around. Has the little piggy that could started streaming? Because, yeah, he had to have started by now. I didn't realize what time it was. I'm probably going to stream for about another 20 minutes since I'm already waiting for this to upload. I'm going to try to go back to that arena and defeat that arena real quick. I say real quick, knowing very well that that's probably not what's going to happen, but, you know, wishing. And then I got to go get the kiddos some snack and stuff. Yesterday was a good day. I've been streaming almost 7 days a week now, like at least once a day trying to stream. And yesterday I took off because me, the wife, and the kiddos all decided to sit down and watch a movie and have a real movie night. And for movie night, I was asked, I'm 15 hours and 51 minutes into this game. I was asked to pick the movie, and I just all of a sudden was like, I guess I'll look on Hulu and Prime. I couldn't think of anything else that I really use, like as far as streaming services, because I don't have Netflix or anything else like that. So I was like, let me go ahead and nose that music off again. All right, I think we're good now. And while searching through, because I got Disney Plus, Hulu, and Prime, and while searching through it, I was like, I haven't watched the movie Snow Day completely all the way through myself, but I knew my wife, being of that age whenever it came out to watch a Nickelodeon show, had probably seen it. So we watched Snow Day, and 2 of my kids fell asleep while watching it, which was funny because like, they were so excited to see it, yet they're just like my wife, man. Start watching a movie, get too comfortable sitting on the couch, and they pass out. I end up watching a lot of movies by myself. But my oldest, she stayed awake and watched all of it with us. And then after that was over, because I decided to do a double feature. Is that the right color? That looks like a different color. That looks like the right color. Yeah. No, it wasn't. Or maybe that was just too much of it. I decided to do a double feature, and I picked Hook as the second movie. The one with Robin Williams, because I don't know if there's another one or not. I just figured I better specify. And that was fun to watch as well. Although we didn't end up getting done watching the movie until like midnight, 12:30, I think it was. But it was still a great time. Like just watching some movies. Staff of the Rift. Why does that sound interesting to use? I'm going to put that away. And I'm gonna see about upgrading that Staff of the Rift once I use it. Oh, see, I just can't do these linear weapons, man. I really wish I could. I'm not that good. Like, I'm not that good to be like zap, 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 back and forth. Like, I just can't do it. I'm not... I want to. I'm just not that good yet. Did I see the Mario Brothers trailer? It actually looked good. I did see the trailer. And I feel like in today's day and age, it's hard to have a true opinion anymore because we all seem to get like influxed with everyone's opinion so quickly. I mean, just originally just watching it, it's not like you could just watch it on your own TV and not see what everybody else had to say about it. Like, you almost had no choice if you were streaming it in some sort of way to see messages already written down about it. And prior to seeing the stream, I know that there was a little bit of hubbub on the internet about Jack Black, and people... I heard one guy say that he was a cringe lord, and maybe I'm just getting old. And some words just don't make as much sense to me as it does to the younger crowd, and that's okay. Like, I knew it'd get there at some point. But I've never really seen Jack Black as a cringe lord. I thought he was pretty funny. Like, for the most part, most of the stuff that I've ever seen, I find funny. And the fact that he's, like, a rocker and everything else, I think is enjoyable. Like, I enjoy watching his stuff. I don't know if there's anything that I've seen that I didn't really care for. I know that I have not seen Gulliver's Travels, but I would assume that it's probably a decent movie. I don't know. Maybe that's why I haven't seen it. Maybe it sucks. I don't know. But I thought Jack Black was an amazing Bowser. He had a distinctive voice that wasn't of his own. He didn't sound like himself, but you could tell that it was him. But Jack Black has experience in being an animated voiceover, you know? Like, he was in Kung Fu Panda. That's one that I know for a fact. And there's like 2 or 3 of those Kung Fu Pandas. So he's at least done it before, you know? So I enjoy Jack Black movies for the most part. And I enjoy him as an actor. I think he's pretty funny. So I don't have a lot of negative to say about Jack Black. Chris Pratt is kind of an outspoken Christian and funny as can be. I mean, I loved him in the movie Wanted whenever he was the guy that was banging the main character's girlfriend. Like, when the main character goes to like hit him in the face with the keyboard and it says F you as it's like hitting him in the face. I love Chris Pratt in that movie. Like, I thought that was a hilarious role for him. How he was bumming off of him and screwing his girlfriend. Like, I thought that was hilarious. When he had the voice for Mario, I've heard what people have said, and I guess I have this to say. I don't really know how you go about not sounding just like yourself like Jack Black did. Jack Black did a great job of not sounding like himself at all. And I don't know what I would expect of Chris Pratt as far as being able to not sound like himself. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to expect of him. I thought that it sounded fine. I thought that he's he's taking his part as Mario, you know? Like, he's playing the role the best that he can and trying to sound like Mario. I mean, when we have such a based idea of what Mario should sound like from our childhood and such, it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, he sounds nothing like him. Well, I'm pretty sure that was kind of what he was going for, you know? Like, he probably wasn't trying to sound just like... What's that guy's name? Martinet? I can never say his name right. I always want to say Matinee. But my only complaint out of it was when when Mario was getting ready to go off into the Mushroom Kingdom, for some unknown reason, he said, "Here we come." And I was really off-put by that, man. Like, when has Mario ever said in any game, "Here we come"? Like, I would just like to hear that from somebody. Like, I want to hear the time that Mario said, "Here we come." I always thought it was, "Here we go." Like, maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm, you know, remembering things incorrectly. Wouldn't be the first time. I'm sure I'm wrong. That was the only beef that I had with any of it. Like, geez, I got 2 more of these to go through? That one was ugly enough. Oh, yeah. I did make it this far last time. I just didn't beat it. So JG Winnell, because I can't really look over and see what the messages say, please bear with me while I try to beat this stupid part. But do you know what time that Mario has said, "Here we come"? Like, because I just don't. Do I need health? Yes, I do. I made it through it, but there's next to a 0 chance that I'm going to finish this part because I've got no more health left. I got 3 hearts left. That's it. And I got to beat it all. Oh, yeah, and he just took 1.5 of them. Dang it. Well, at least I get a chance to read what you wrote. So it's Charles Martineau. Martineau? I'm still pronouncing it wrong no matter what I say, because I can't seem to get that dude's name right. He said, Hook is a classic. Agreed. It was the right voice for Bowser. Pratt was awesome in Guardians of the Galaxy. Amen to that, man. Then again, nothing beats the meme of the live-action Mario film. Yeah, that's for sure. I don't remember Mario saying it. It's always "here we go" or something. Okay. I'll agree with that. I just want one person to tell me that they've heard Mario say, "Here we come." That was the only beef that I had with any of it. Like, and I'm pretty sure, just to be clear, that I bought another badge spot, and then I did not put it. I think I want... Oh, yeah, I can't do that. think I'm gonna go with that. Sorry, I'm getting a little warm in here because the only way that I can have my head floating makes me a little hot. So, getting a little warm in here. I took my AC out 2 weeks ago like an idiot, and now, because I'm not a grown man, I don't know how to fix that problem. Sure wish my daddy was here to fix that problem for me. Oh, how about you? Nah, man, I ain't taking my AC out. It's way too hot here still. Like, I can't be taking no AC out here until, like, November. Like, if I'm being real. Like, I may even use the AC past November because if I'm being 100% honest, I am a hot box. Like, I am somebody that gets so hot all the time. Like, I don't just, like, drop in temperature easily. It has been getting down to, like, 40 degrees here at night sometimes. And I have all of the windows open, like, without a problem, too. Like, never once do I get cold. Never once am I like, oh, man, I really wish I had the windows back open. Or the windows closed because I'm so freezing. Like, no. I have my windows open. I'm always too hot to be having the windows closed. Alright. Those are the guys that pretty much did me in last time. Well, that and the archers. Oh, yeah, of course, I went to the wrong one. That guy, man, when he charges you, takes so much of your health. There we go, there we go, there we go. I did pretty good there. My biggest nemesis in this is filling up with one of those flasks too soon. You definitely want to, like, use some of those hearts. Like, if you're gonna get hit. You know, you could just be better than me and not get hit. I had to really evasive maneuver that there. Oh, man. Yeah, I was like, I definitely put myself in a bad spot there. There's so much going on the screen the whole time. Like, yeah, I kind of felt like that was going to happen because Oh, I was down that low. I didn't realize my life was down that low. That really sucks. I said that I was gonna, like, go in and beat this real quick. I'm not doing that so much. I keep getting hit with constant Arctic blast. Oh, really? That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. We had like 75 today, out of the blue. But we're plummeting tomorrow and forward. I prefer cold to hot. I prefer cold to hot. The only thing that I don't prefer when it comes cold to hot is the snow. Like, it's not that I, like, can't handle snow. It's just not my favorite. Like, I've always said, though, I'd rather it snow rather than rain. Like, snow you can pretty much just, like, wipe off and move on with your day, you know? Like, rain is just blah. Like, it just sucks. So, I'd much rather have some snow than I would rain. But currently where I'm at, man, I don't get a lot of rain either. Like, and I don't know if that's normal around here or what, but we just haven't had a lot of rain, and I mean, I'm okay with that too. Big time, because I don't care for rain. But last year, we got snow, and this area wasn't supposed to really get a lot of snow ever. So I was not happy with that at all. Like, when it snowed here as much as it did, I was like, nah, like, that was not supposed to be the case. Like, I was not supposed to be getting any snow. Like, what the crap? We did really good there. We only lost 2 and a quarter of a heart there. So I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, I thought I beat him. I thought I heard the money. Like, I thought I heard money come from him. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just stop shooting him. Like, dude, those guys with the spears, they can kiss it. And I don't mean on my rosy red lips. Me and you, we're through. I'm really surprised that I went in there and died like that. Like, I thought I was doing so much better. And I died way early on again with a lot of flask on me still. So I wish I had like a little sound that went off to be like, you need to be using the flask. You know? Like, I need that. I don't understand why I can't drop a bomb. There. Oh, those guys. Man, his range. Oh, I know I didn't just do that. And using the bombs at the wrong time. That's some of the worst. Like, alright, well, I definitely lost a lot more than what I did last time. Let's hope for some better thoughts, better thoughts. Oh, man, I keep letting that guy hit me. Just keep your distance. Fill up. Oh, what is with the getting hit like 5 times down there? I'm pretty sure that those guys are literally just like landing on me. Alright. I think we're doing pretty good. That's a little better. But we got to get past that third flame. Like, I don't think I've made it past that yet. And if I have, well, it doesn't really matter now, does it? Because I still haven't... I haven't beat it. Doesn't really matter if I've got past it or not. Just a floating head that could. Oh, that guy again. No. Stop getting hit. There's just so much on the screen at all times. Oh man, see, like I'll make one mistake and it turns into 5. I've already used all of my flask. I'm just not very good at that area, obviously. Like, this is the last one, so good luck to me. Already been hit. And that guy. I don't know why he hates my life so much. Dude, you have to have a lot of patience. Yes, I agree, JG Winnell. That I thought I was doing so well too. Like, I felt good about it. I'm gonna try it one more time. I've saved up a lot of money. Well, DSP's made a lot of money off of me. I'm gonna do my best to avoid any damage at all cost. And then I got hit twice in the very beginning. Let's pick up another heart. I can't believe that I went and got hit right there. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do everything I can to not get hit. And then I take wicked hits right in the beginning. I mean, it could have been worse still. I only used one flask. That's still one too many. Dude, I used way too many flasks on that one. I got 3 left. Trying. I am. I'm trying. Oh, man, I hate those guys with the spears. Like, they are the worst enemy so far. Let's see. It's not looking good. Oh, man. One, two, three, four, five, 6 hearts left. So I can pretty much be hit like 3 times. It could always be worse. That is true. And I'm still having fun in it. Like, I also understand how hard it is. So it's really difficult for me to be like, oh, I was robbed. Oh, ah. Like, I can't get too mad because, I mean, in all reality, I haven't seen too many people play a game like this at this level. Like, so whenever I do well, I got really lucky. I feel good about myself. I can't really be too upset with myself at all. I am going to see, though, if... What was I using? Rift Codex. See if... I don't think that increases at all. No. It was a good thought, though. And it's at 204. None of these are any stronger, right? No, but man, that one is really strong. I just wish that it wasn't so linear. Like, I wish I didn't have to literally be on the person to get the right shot. Same thing with that. So I can't really do... I mean, I can build that one up, but I haven't even been using that. I'm gonna try that. I lied. I'm gonna try it one more time. This is my last go. I'm gonna use a different weapon just to see. And whenever I get my butt handed to me, we all knew why. I downgraded to a lesser weapon, hoping that maybe it would shoot a little better. Trying. Oh, I stepped into that. That was my own fault. Yeah, it's not looking any better right now. I am looking worse. Like, I mean, noticeably worse. And it's not the weapon's fault right now. Like, right now, it's just me looking worse. Like, I'm not... Like, I'm getting hit way more this time. I'm just, like, standing in a spot too long. I don't know why I chose to do it when I got a lesser weapon. Yeah, I deserve that death. Like, that was my own fault. I have a really hard time leaving like that, JG Wendell, so I apologize that I'm just like, I'm gonna do it again. No, I'm gonna do it again. No, that's just... No, I can't go out like that. Like... He don't want to come near me, I don't want to go near him. got real serious. I had a second there where I had some like false hope or something. I thought the level was over. Hey, this is the best we've been positioned so far. Oh man, I ran into it. Boom shakalaka. That's what I'm talking about. Perseverance. Woo, baby. You emerge victorious. A well-fought battle. You are now a champion of the arena. Yada. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go down here and save so this isn't forgotten. First, we got to give DSP our penance, you know. Yes, almighty DSP, in which we trust. Take all of my gold that I made, if you must. Oink, oink, snort, snort. Gulp, gulp that gin, baby. All right. We are saved. Thank you, JG Winnell, for sticking around, watching me get stomped on. and having a great conversation, fun times. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you had a great time as well. Thank you, Guy with Two Names, for stopping by as well. I really appreciate you all. I am for Retro's sake. Have a great day.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lives